Simon & Schuster Audio presents Dead by Sunset, The Perfect Husband, The Perfect Killer by Ann Rule. Read by Sharon Gless.
September 21st, 1986, was a warm and beautiful Sunday in Portland, Oregon. The temperature had topped off at 69 degrees about 4 that afternoon, and even at 8:30 p.m. it was still a relatively balmy 58 degrees. Randall Blyton was traveling east on Highway 26, the Sunset Highway. It was dark enough so that he needed his headlights to see what lay ahead of him on the curving Sunset Highway. He was startled as he came around one of those curves near Sylvan in the West Slope area and saw that cars a half-mile ahead of him were suddenly swerving out of the fast lane into the right-hand lane. Blyton traveled another 100 feet, and now he could make out the dark hulk of a Toyota van turned crosswise on the freeway. Its lights were off, and it was in a perilous position, completely blocking the fast lane. It was only a matter of time before someone came around the curve in the fast lane and smashed into the van. People usually drove the Sunset Highway between 55 and 65 miles an hour, and a crash like that would undoubtedly escalate rapidly into a fatal multi-car pileup. Randy Blyton's first inclination was to swerve around the van. He had things to do at home. "I was going to go on by too," he later recalled. "But then I spotted the silhouette of an infant seat in the van. I couldn't ignore that. I could never live with myself if there was a baby or a little kid in that van." Blyton pulled his car over on the right shoulder, grabbed a couple of flares, and then ran across the freeway toward the van. As he got close to it, he could see that it was perpendicular to the median that separated the eastbound and westbound lanes, its front bumper continually tapping the concrete barriers. The van's engine was still turning over, and it was in gear, inching forward and then being held back by the barriers. Then he opened the Toyota's driver's side door. He could make out a figure lying on the front seat. The person's legs were near the gearshift console and extended over the driver's seat. The back was on the passenger seat, and the head was tucked into the chest and drooping toward the floor. He didn't know if it was a man or a woman, but he saw a smallish, loafer-type shoe on one foot that looked feminine.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?